hungry wanderer.
From the last watery wave of Venice, we've touched down in Budapest, a city split by a river and stitched together by history. In this episode, we jump off the plane, check into some very interesting accommodation, and go hunting for coffee, including the New York Cafe, which turns out to be harder to get into than expected. We explore the difference between Buda and Pest, ride the hop-on hop-off bus, sample a few more local beers, catch up with friends, and get ready to join our river cruise all the way to Amsterdam. So we're going for our first wander in Budapest. Just wandering in the streets, looking for a coffee. Let's see what happens. So, we might give that bus a crack. So we're coming up to the river, which we'll be sailing down in just a few days. So we've wandered down to Chain Bridge, and that's a fast car. And that's one of the trams, all seem to be pretty busy. Let's go left. Car coming. Oop. He doesn't care about zebra crossings. Seems to be the way to get around on those scooters. Ah, this looks like it might be the Viking point underneath the Chain Bridge. I was wondering where that pickup point was going to be. So we haven't found a coffee spot yet, but we have found a bloody great Ferris wheel. And just over there is the Michael Jackson memorial tree somewhere, but we're not that interested in that. Okay, we're at beer number 15, I think. We're just in a little restaurant just around the corner from our Airbnb. We've gone for a Hopton Green Zone American IPA, 6.4%. It pours pretty good. A lot of head in there. It's good colour. It's pretty gassy. Let's try a bit. You know, when you've been travelling pretty hard, you've been hitting it hard for the last couple of weeks, and you have a rest day, and you just do a little 4 or 5 kilometre wander during the day, and you hang around the Airbnb just doing some domestic stuff, so you want to get out at 5 o'clock and have a beer. This is the perfect beer. It's crisp, it's fruity, it's got overtones of malt on the citrusy fruitiness. This is a bloody good beer. Could be a little bit colder. That's good. That's 4.8 out of 5. That's a nice beer. Cheers. So we're doing another hop-on, hop-off bus tour. This one includes walking tour. Day 2 kicked off with our hop-on, hop-off bus adventure through Budapest. A brilliant way to get the lay of the land and hop off at spots that caught our eye. With our tickets, we also joined a free guided walking tour. So we explored places the bus can't reach and learned stories behind them from our friendly local guide. It was a perfect mix of wheels, feet and history in this amazing city.
Okay, most of you are with the hop on hop off, so you already have seen a lot. But anyway, I'm going to talk about mostly everything that it's worth visiting. Okay. By the way, at the end of the tour, I will share a QR code with you that you can.
So we made it to the tour group, and it's about 50 of us from all around the world. And now we're just following a purple umbrella.
Come on this side there. Here. Okay, just a quick hat plan. Okay. Yeah, so we are here in front of the St. Stephen Basilica. Can you still hear me at the back?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Hands up if you can hear me. Sure. Queen Elizabeth, not the English queen, yeah, it's the Austrian one, yeah. Originally Bavarian one, but later the Queen of Austria and Austro-Hungarian dual monarchy. And symbolizing the river Danube, which we're gonna see in like 15 minutes. And down here you can see these three ladies symbolizing three other main rivers in Hungary, the Tisza, Drava and the Sava. Okay. On the other side in here you can see another thing, yeah, the Budapest Eye. Okay. Or the Ferris wheel of a mini statue that is related to the story. And in this case you wanted to symbolize that Mr. Bean, or actually England left the building. I think Mr. Bean was also British, so that's why he put up the statue. He wanted to symbolize that they left something behind. So we are here at the Vörösmarty Square. Vörösmarty Square is, I mean, among locals usually means that Christmas market. This is the.
We have boarded a river cruise and are gliding down the Danube, Budapest's heartbeat, with stunning views at every turn. One of the first things that grabs our eye is the equestrian statue of St. Stephen, Hungary's first ever king, proudly on horseback near Matthias Church, watching over the city he helped create. As we drift along, the mighty Hungarian Parliament building comes into view, all spires and stonework, while the Buda castle and Fishermans Bastion rise above the river like something from a storybook. We also spot one of those old-style paddle steamers cruising past, a classic throwback to the golden age of river travel, adding a bit of romance and nostalgia to the scene. It's a gentle, floating history lesson, and the perfect way to see Budapest from another angle. I reckon it's still got a prop though, looking at the back of that. I reckon it's still got a propeller though, looking at the back of it. Not many customers. So what happened, Kim? We got off the bus on the wrong one, and the next bus that came along half an hour later was full, and we were told we weren't allowed to get on it. So we just go for a wander. So this is what happens when you're confused. Check your instructions. So another beer review for you. We have moved. We had an Airbnb over yonder, but it was too noisy at night. We haven't had much sleep. We've actually just had a rest. So we've moved to a hotel a little bit closer to where we're going to go to meet the boat later. But anyway, beer. We get a free beer for staying here, so they've given us a Peroni. Now, I've done a Peroni before, but I don't know which one this is. A Nastro Azzurro, it says. So we'll give that a crack. It's Aussie cold. Oh, that's the coldest beer we've had yet. Oh, that's good. You know, when you've been planning a holiday with friends and you've been talking about it for maybe 12 months, then 6 months in you start to get a bit more serious about it. 3 months in you've bought tickets, you're starting to get shit happening. And then you start your holiday by yourself, and then you get a text message to say they've arrived in town. This is that beer. Meeting up with our friends this evening for dinner. This is to Linda Malenko. This is your beer. Cheers, see you soon. We've caught up with our friends for dinner in Budapest and decided to let the waiter do all the hard work choosing the menu. Always a brave move. Out came a parade of Hungarian favourites, from fresh seafood and tender beef to doughy spring rolls and rich warming stews. The next day, we're back together again, riding the funicular, making new friends, standing quietly by the shoes on the Danube, and soaking up the views from Fisherman's Bastion. We find ourselves in front of the New York Cafe. It's one of the coffee spots to see in Budapest. And that's the line to get in for a coffee. And would you go in there for a coffee?
Yeah, I would, but I wouldn't line up.
Yeah, you wouldn't do that for a coffee.
But not for coffee, because I don't drink coffee.
After yesterday's caffeine crisis, we tracked down a proper coffee, just not at the New York cafe, where the line was longer than a Budapest winter. Refueled and ready, we wander the streets again before hopping on the Budavari Cyclo, the famous Buda castle funicular, for a smooth ride up to Fishermans Bastion and those postcard perfect views. So we're going to go give the funicular a crack, or Cyclo they call it. Riding the Budavari Cyclo, the historic Buda Castle funicular, feels like stepping back in time. It first opened in 1870, making it one of the oldest funiculars in Europe, built to save the locals and dignitaries from that long, steep climb up Castle Hill. These days it still does the job, carrying a steady stream of visitors skyward with sweeping views over the Danube below. At the top, it's buzzing with crowds, cameras clicking and street performers adding music and colour to the cobbled streets. You will also spot one of the impressive equestrian statues up here. This one of Prince Eugene of Savoy, the military leader who played a key role in freeing Hungary from Ottoman rule. Normally we'd be wandering through the courtyards of Buda Castle itself, but today it's been closed for a visiting Chinese delegation, giving them exclusive access. Still, even locked out, this hilltop is packed with atmosphere, history and some of the best views in Budapest. We just happened to wander into the changing of the guard here at Buda Castle, right outside the presidential palace. Talk about good timing. It's a ceremonial tradition that shows Hungary's head of state is being kept very, very safe, even from wandering tourists like us. Every sharp turn, heel click and dramatic stare is pure military precision, with that snare drum keeping everyone in line. It's half history lesson, half performance, and arguably better than most street shows. Up here at the castle, the views just keep getting better. Sweeping panoramas of the Danube and Budapest skyline laid out below us. A street musician on piano accordion gives us the perfect soundtrack as we soak it all in. Way off in the distance, we spot that red and white balloon. It's called Balloon Fly, a giant helium-filled, tethered balloon in City Park that lifts visitors about 150 metres into the air for a bird's eye view of the city. And just when things couldn't get any better, Linda finds a local beer, which of course means it's time for yet another beer review, this time with one of the best backdrops in Budapest. So we're sitting here on Fishermans Bastion in Hungary, atop here on the Buda side. We've got some interlopers. We're having a Bordeauxy beer, which is a Hungarian European ale, pale ale. Man's trying to work here. This is for my followers, this is for my people. So yeah, we're just having a cheeky beer at coffee o'clock. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon here. Nice head. There's meant to be 2 fingers of head according to the reviews online, but anyway, let's go. Oh, it's got a nice aftertaste. I like that. The mouthfeel is very good. It's malty. little bit of hops coming through. Aussie cold, second Aussie cold beer I've had here. You know, when you've been walking all day, looking at stuff that other people want to look at you, they've been dragged along behind them because that's what they want to fucking do, and then the place is shut. So then you're going to walk bloody miles further, and you're starting to get a bit thirsty, starting to get a bit tetchy with your fucking people you're with, and it's only the first day. You have to have a beer. This is that beer. There's going to be a lot more of them. Anyway, rating. For a European pale lager, 3.5 out of 5. And that wraps up our Budapest adventure, from castles and coffee to beers and big views. Next episode, we step aboard our 14-night river cruise, cruising the Danube and beyond all the way to Amsterdam. If you're enjoying travelling with us, then hit the subscribe button, tap the bell so you don't miss an episode, and come along for the ride. We'll see you on the water.